Alright, welcome to this episode of my playthrough of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. We are in the area around Novigrad, and we've been kind of doing a bunch of side quests and exploration, going to the notice boards and those kinds of things, just to kind of see what's out here. Last episode, I went a little bit south from this point and died horribly because the monsters there were higher level than I was expecting and than what I'm used to. So I'm not going to stick around in this area, but I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do next. So let's go. Let's take a quick look at the map. Yeah, what I did is I went down to here, and that did not go well for me. Well, so, because this notice board actually gave me all of these points of interest around here, which I do remember commenting kind of looked like they're in the shape of Florida. So rather than going to that one, because I've been here in this area, so these are probably not going to be as bad. Let's try this one. Well, let's just hope this goes better for me. Okay, there's some red skull wild dogs, so like that gives you an idea of what kind of level we're looking at in this area. It's at the top of a mountain. That's always a good sign. Things at the tops of mountains have always gone well for me. Definitely never encountered a wyvern that I had no hope of defeating. Like this wyvern, which is not only a red skull, it's a question mark level. So I have no idea what level it is. Which basically means too high. So rather than that, let's continue to head south and let's try this one.
Faster. Let's go!
What, Roach, you don't want to jump off the cliff?
Come on.
What the heck happened to Roach? I think I broke Roach. I think this was the... Oh, no. This over here was the mead makers. I don't know what this is. It's a thing. I can tell you that much. I mean, I know how helpful that is. I think I am somewhere that I'm not supposed to be. I just want to get around this wall, please. Thank you. Sure, we will follow the river, because why not? Von Everett Estate. Blood moss. Alright. Come here, Roach. Since you just up and disappeared on me while I was riding you. Bandit Camp.
Giddy up. Bad idea.
So these are also level question mark bandits. So not something I can do. I'm beginning to notice a bit of a trend here. I think the things that were given to me by the Brunwich notice board are things that I am not currently equipped to handle. We'll try this one, and if it's the same story, then we'll just move on. And what do you know, this one is also at the top of a mountain. That just sounds ideal. You have a long tail, which wyverns typically don't. You're a forked tail, you're also a red skull. Okay. Let's move on. I think we've confirmed the theory. Well, next thing I'm going to do then is I'm going to head over to this point of interest. Or this notice board, pardon me. And then we're going to head into Oxenford directly and see what happens. It seems like we are in, like these enemies do not have red skulls.
Come on, Roach.
Now, like these neckers are level 6, so easy for me to take on if I wanted to. Moldavie residence. We have Yantra. Alright, so let's see what the notice board in Yantra has for me. Medi needs a wife. Dear friends, I'm looking for some toothsome lass to wed my son Medi. He sorely needs a woman's hand to guide him, for otherwise he'll just sit and ponder, his head in the clouds and his arse on the ground, admiring creation and scribbling poetry. Dowry welcome, but not required. Lucille. Great sales pitch. Bellatane preparations. Attention, good folk. Bellatane's fast approaching. Unless, gods forbid, the war reaches us before that time, same as every year, we'll hold the festivities in the commons near the village. There'll be a grand bonfire and dancing till dawn, yet man don't live on dance and song alone, so we'll have to prepare the following. 3 barrels of apple cider, 2 barrels of pure grain spirit, 3 lambs fit for roasting and a fattened sow, sausages, blood pudding, and liverwurst, a measure per head, 3 bushels of porridge grains, 2 sacks of potatoes, 1 of turnips. Round the month's end, I'll walk the village and ask who can give what, or if anyone's got a crown or 2 to throw in. Nettie, the Ealderman. Warning! Good people, I know the road takes a little meander hereabouts, I know the straightest paths through my fields, but next man I catch trampling my crops, why, with the gods as my witness, I swear I'll bludgeon you so badly, not a single bone in your lazy body will be left intact. So consider yourselves warned, and stay on the blasted road, you fucking vagrants. Gulliver. Cart for sale. Hey, I'm selling a cart. Got 4 wheels, a tongue, and a seat. Made of wood. Pull it, it moves. Push it, it moves too. Just worse. It's a cart. What else am I supposed to write? A price to be agreed upon over a touch of spirit and liverwurst. Domagi. Heh. Looking to borrow a plow. Hey lads, there any among you can lend me a plow? Thing is, mine smacked up against a stone in my field so hard it bent halfways, and may have a fiend take me if I don't know how to fix it or plow my field without it. Roget. Don't drink from the well. There be toads swimming in the well. Don't drink from it, unless you've nothing against water toads of Shatin. Haha. Now, that gave me some undiscovered locations, of course. The trick is going to be making sure I know which ones... I think this one is from the Yantra, and then this one is from the Brunwich. We'll head this way and see, and if I see red skulls, then I'll just turn back. Then I think we're going to do this one, these ones up here, and then we're going to head into town. So to this one first.
That's it, Roach.
There'll be water here. Roach, I don't know what your problem is. Just go around. Roach doesn't normally go this deep into water, so I think him sliding into the water, or her sliding into the water, is definitely a something that shouldn't have happened. I keep breaking the game this episode. Let's pull the old trick of video games.
Faster.
To get Roach out of the water. What the heck are these? Arachnomorphs. Oh. So, that's not a good sign. The red skulls. It's an abandoned site.
Bad idea.
Fallen knight. Question mark, question mark. Okay, yep. So, these are... Brunwich points of interest. So this one is where I'm going next. New marker, isolated hut. Yeah, I see that it's an isolated hut, but like...
Hey there.
Is there a point to it? Like, why put a marker here? Locked. Key required. Okay. Something tells me something's gonna happen there later.
Move it.
got a guarded treasure.
Slow now. Whoa. Move it.
A level 15 bilge hag. Okay. We got some infused dust, water essence, rib leaf, water hag tooth, and one decapitated bilge hag. The treasure was a Velez runestone, glyph of Axie, hardened leather, white wolf hide, hope, and axeman's gauntlets. Let's just take a moment to meditate, because sometimes those attacks didn't go well. And Rangorin. Let's take a look at hope. Is hope any good for me? It's a steel sword. It is not as good. It's minus 22 damage. Better Igni sign intensity, better chance to dismember, and bonus experience, but otherwise, sorry, but there's no hope. Alright. Next, we're going to head up to these guys.
Come on, Roach.
Is that a griffin? No, that's a cockatrice. Level 20. Not a red skull. That was considerably easier than a level 20 cockatrice would have been expected to be. Lesser blue mutagen, monster feather, cockatrice stomach, cockatrice egg. My guess is that that's the shepherd who is shepherding these sheep and, well, met with an untimely demise. Roach, come here. Some drowners and a boat here. Ah, a cavern. That is very cavernous.
Whoa!
Cavern and a monster den. Okay. Or is the cavern the sign? Yeah. Cavern is the signpost, and then this is a monster den. Alright. No, let's go exploring. Oh, that's a great sound. Looks like a golem. Yeah, level 19 golem. Fortunately, it doesn't seem to actually hit very hard. I say that. And my silver sword is damaged, so let's quickly repair that, because that might be why I'm not doing much damage, aside from the fact that it's a frickin' golem. Oh, that's interesting. Well, that took a bit more healing than I would have normally liked, but I got it. It doesn't look like it's dropped anything. So let's see where this illusion goes. But first, I'm going to quickly meditate. So what required a golem and an illusion to protect? Diagram, feline sword, superior. Ah! I was looking for the feline school gear. Bunch of mushrooms, don't really need them. Morana runestone, glyph of Ard, coal, iron ore, Ardain, Ban Ard breastplate. We got a couple bodies here. Tracker's gauntlets. Alchemist's Notes, Freya Warrior's Armor, and Velez Runestone. So, Alchemist's Notes. Jester had one task. One, to write incantations on the ribbons used in creating the golem. And what did he do? Made a dog's dinner of it, of course. And as a result, instead of a guard, we have a murderer walking our lab. And I asked, did you double-check the incantations? Oh, aye, yes sirree. Are you sure? Sure as shooting, aye. And yet the results prove otherwise. To think that I could have had one of my students do it instead of that imbecile. We've barricaded ourselves in, but he'll get us. It's only a matter of time. At least I can dull the horror of my last minutes with Fistech, prime quality stuff at that. We would have garnered top coin for it, had Jester not been a complete and probably illiterate idiot. Well, guess I didn't have many years left in me anyways, and better to go out with a bang than die slowly in a hospital, so I suppose it's Favale. Cruel world. I've also got this other one here, which is, it's telling me I haven't read yet. Contract apprentice gone missing. My apprentice, Fulkert, has disappeared without a trace. I'm terribly worried about him, so whoever finds him and brings him back shall have received a sizable sum of Novigrad crowns. If you're interested, come to my hut on the outskirts of Oxenfurt. If you lose the way, ask passing peasants where the local herbalist has his practice, and they'll guide you. I think I have read that, but for some reason, it said I hadn't, so... It's telling me there's something here. Ah-ha-ha-ha. So they've put the, looks like the Ard sign in this rock. So that I can get to this area. Saddlebags, Dimiterium ingot, iron ore, resin, ruby dust, diagram, guardsman's boots, manuscript page, Dimiterium bomb, and dark iron ingot. A well worth it detour into this cavern. Despite being guarded by a golem, an illusion, and needing an Ard sign. Hello, Roach. You generally don't like going up steep cliffs very well, so I will hop up here myself and call you later. And I'm going to check this one out, see what it is, because it was not in the cavern. It is a guarded treasure with an armored Aracas, level 23. Definitely looks like a big, ugly Andrega with like a snail shell. Not something I can take on, really. Level 23, because it is giving me the red skull as well. Now let's head over here and see what that is. I mean, I might be able to take it on, but right now I don't want to take that risk. We have a hidden treasure with a level question mark, drowned dead. Yeah, not something I can take on. Leave me alone! Go away! Well, I'm going to call an end to the episode here. You know the drill. Click over there. Join me next time as we figure out if we're going to pop over to that island over there to see another point of interest, or if we're going to head into Novigrad, which is over here somewhere. See you then.